Hello friends, I'm Jitendra Bhatt and today we are going to learn about index match formula. Index match formula we are using to look up any value. In place of Vlookup formula, we are using index match formula. Vlookup formula has many limitations in Excel. To overcome all these limitations, we can use index match formula. As it suggests, index and match is a separate formula and we are combining together to look up any value. Friends, index match formula is available in all Excel versions, so you do not need a Microsoft 365 subscription. Let's see where index match can be useful. I'm opening the sheet index match exercise. Suppose that I have a business of selling this product, maybe CD drive, DVD drive, flash drive, etc. I have prepared data where in each month how many products I have sell. So for August month I have sell 1607 flash drive. Now I want to find out or look up exact value for particular month and product. Let's say I change the month and I change the product. Still in this cell, I want to get a particular answer for that product in that month. So index match can look up any data. So let's learn index match in very simple way. We will first learn both the formulas separately. So first I'm opening a sheet match formula. Hypothetically, assume that you are standing in a queue in a bank or mall. You are tired and you want to know what is your position in a queue, when your number will come. Suppose that this lady wants to know when her number will come. Using a match formula, she can find answer that her number is 4th. Let's see the same thing in a data. Suppose in a number column, we want to search where this value is standing, or using match formula we can get an answer where this position is situated in number column. Now row could be a single row only, so here you can find the position of any particular value, either it could be in a single column or it could be in a single row. So match formula always find position either in a single column or single row. You cannot use a two-dimensional array. This thing you need to keep in mind. Now let's try to find out the position of this value in a number column. So I will write a match formula. I will press tab. So automatically opening bracket will come. My lookup value is this. I want to find this lookup value. Either I can hard code here or I can select a cell. So later on I will change the value. I can get the respective values position. So lookup value, this is the first argument. Always follow the suggestion box so you will make a less mistake while writing a formula. Suggestion box says that first argument is lookup value. I have selected this, the value whose position you are searching. In this case, we will be searching for this lady, right? Okay. I put a comma. Suggestion box says that now you need to input a second argument. My second argument is lookup array. Where you are looking up this value, my lookup array is number column. So I will select that, use a keyboard shortcut, Control Shift down, Control backspace to reach to my active cell. So my second argument is over. Remember that the third argument, here it gives me three options. 0 is exact match. If you are not supplying that, it will automatically take 1. That is an approximate match. But in match formula, you need to keep in mind, if you will not supply, by default it will take 1. But whenever it is looking for approximate match, your data must be sorted in ascending order. Okay, so please take care of that. So don't forget this last argument. I would say culprit of match formula. If you will forget, you will get a wrong answer. So always put 0 if you are looking for exact match. Now when I press enter, you are getting that this value is at 12th number. For your conveniency, I have mentioned the row number here. If I select this column, this will be the row number. If I change the value, let's say I pick up this value, it is available at 16th position. Okay. Now same thing we can do in a row also, but condition is it has to be either single column or it has to be either single row. Let's find the position of text, okay, in this header row. So again I am typing a match formula. Lookup value is this time text, and I will look up my lookup array. This time will be a horizontal row, not a vertical column, horizontal row. And don't forget the culprit of match, the last argument you need to put 0. If you will forget, it will try to find the approximate match and it assumes that your data is in ascending order. Okay, so that is not a case for us at the moment. So I will always put 0. When I press enter, I get a perfect answer that text is in 4th position. If you check the position, this is 1, this is 2nd, there is a small column, empty column, that is a 3rd, and text it at 4th position. If I change this, I will let me write here position, and I will get that position tags is at the first position in the available row. So match formula gives you position in a queue. For analogy, for easy understanding, always remember match formula. It gives you answer that what is your position in a queue. With Microsoft 365 subscription, they have updated the match formula to avoid this confusion of exact match and approximate match. So in a Microsoft O365 subscription, they have updated the match formula with a formula X match, and they have removed this limitation that always you need to put 0. In X match formula, if you will not supply the match type or lookup type, it is by default exact match 0. Fine. Okay, right now we are talking about the match formula and it is working in every Excel version. Now we will learn about the index formula. Index formula is nothing but you can consider it as a map. Just for learning, we will consider the analogy of map. In a map, when you are provided with a longitude or latitude, you can get the exact position. The intersection of latitude and longitude will be the exact location in your map, right? So in a map, if I give you latitude and longitude, you can say, okay, in this latitude and longitude, Delhi city is located. Same way in our Excel data. In Excel data, the data is our map. So overall, it could be a single array, it could be a 2D array also, right? So either I can select a single column or I can select a multiple column 2D array data. In this data, this will become a map for our Excel. In this map, if I provide a column number and row number, I will get a particular answer in this data. So assume that I want to pick up this value, or I want to pick up a value in this map. I want to get a value at a 3rd row and at a 6th column. Index formula gives this answer that in this data map, at a 3rd row and at a 6th column, the value is 35.29. Let's see that. Let's try it practically. I am typing index. I press tab key. Array. For always use suggestion box. First argument is array. Array is your data map. So this is my map. In this, I will search something. Okay. Now, this is the index formula. As a match, second argument, in index formula, first argument is array. Second argument, as soon as I put comma, you will see that second argument is row number. So in this map, I want to find out a particular value which is situated at a 4th row. So let's say I put 4. Next argument is column number. See, in for Excel formula suggestion box, certain arguments are without square bracket, certain arguments are with square bracket. Argument without square bracket are compulsory. argument with square bracket are optional. So column number is optional, but we have selected a 2D data. So right now we need to give a column number. So let's say in fourth row and seventh column, what value is available? It says that 50.29. So this value is available in a seventh column and fourth row. Now, in index formula, why this column option is optional? Let's say I can use index formula for single column also. I'm writing index, press tab. I will select a single column. When I select as a map a single column, right now no need to supply a column number because my map is of a single column. So here I need to supply only the row number. Let's say I want to find a value at a second row. So no need to supply a column number. By default, it will take a first column. And when I put this, I get an answer like 70.59. So in this column, when I selected a single column, third column, the value at a second position is 17.59. So this is an index formula and this is a match formula. Again, I'm repeating, match will give you answer if you are standing in a queue, what is your position? Index will, in a map, if you provide a latitude or longitude, or in our Excel term, if you provide column or row, it will provide you intersecting value. So match formula gives you position and index formula gives you the exact cell value at a particular row and column. Let's see how we can use it in combination with a index match. Here we have a certain data. We have a student's name in this column. We have a special subject here. We have a score here. I want to find out what is the score of Chandani. Using VLOOKUP formula, it is not possible. The limitation is it can look only towards the right side. It cannot look towards the left side. The way our case is here. So instead of VLOOKUP, let's see how we can look up towards left side using index match. From this data, I want to find out a score of Chandni. So let's first write index. So this will be my index formula and this will be my match formula. In a match formula, I want to find out Ankit is situated in which position. In this queue, what is the position of Ankit? I want to find out that. Okay. So let's see. I will write a match formula first. As a suggestion box, it says that what is your lookup value? My lookup value is Ankit or any value that comes in a cell. If I change the cell value, right now it is Ankit, I may change it to Tanvi. So whichever value comes in this cell, I want to find the position of that in a name column. So I put comma. My lookup array is name column. I will use Control Shift down key, Control backspace to reach in active cell. And don't forget the culprit of match, like last argument. Always we need to put 0 here to find the exact match. So now match formula gives that okay, the position of Ankit is 11. If I change this value, it says that position of wrinkle is 14. For your reference, I have mentioned the row value, right? Now let's check the index formula. I am writing index formula. After index formula, you need to mention the answer column. Here my answer column is score. I am looking for score. Okay. What we are looking? We are looking a score for wrinkle. So wrinkle's position is given by match formula. After index formula, always write answer column. Right now my answer column is score. So I will select a score column. If I say I want to find out a score of wrinkle, so in this answer column, I want to find out what value comes at the 14th position or what value comes in this column at a wrinkle's position. I want to know that. Now wrinkle is situated at a 14th row. I can manually type 14th at this moment. So it is giving me the correct answer. The wrinkle score is 92. Now, index will give me in an answer column which value is situated at a 14th position and wrinkle is situated at 14th position. So I am getting answer 92. So now if I combine both this, Okay, if I combine the match formula, instead of hard coding the 14th number, I want to make it dynamic. At the moment, I have manually typed 14 number. If I will change this name, maybe let me put it something like Tanvi. So Tanvi's row number is 4. Automatically match formula gives that. With index formula, in an answer column, I want the value situated at a fourth row. So manually, I can type here 4 to get a score for Tanvi. So that her score is 73. So instead of always every time making it manually, using match formula, we can make it dynamic. So let me copy the match formula. I will not include the equal sign because already it is there in index formula. Instead of fourth number, I will write my match formula. So now this will give me the correct answer if I will change the name here. Let me write here Dhara. Dhara's score is 22. I am getting a correct answer. Let me write here Komal. Komal's score is 76. I am getting a correct answer. So you can achieve this using VLOOKUP formula, but as my lookup column is most right side and I need to look towards the left side, VLOOKUP cannot be useful. So here I will use index match formula to get a same result. So this will give me index match formula. Now for your simplicity, I am directly writing a combination of index match formula in this cell. I am starting is equal to index. Always remember after index, type the answer column. Okay. After index, so if I'm looking for score, I will select a score column. If I'm looking for special subject, I will select a special subject. So here I'm looking for score. So I'm selecting a score column, control backspace to reach to my active cell and then start with a match formula. What is your lookup value? Here I am looking up for the name mentioned in a G4 cell. Right now it is hidden by the formula. So I will select the below cell and I will move up. So G4 cell, any name comes here. I want to find her score. Now I put comma, my lookup array is where this lookup value is situated. In which column this lookup value is situated? It is situated in a name column. Remember that your lookup column and name column must sync with each other. Let me show you what is a sync. See, my lookup column start with this fourth row and it ends with the 29th row. In formula also you can check it starts with the fourth row, ends with 29. Same thing, your lookup array should sync with this answer column. It must start with the fourth row and end with the 29. Don't forget the culprit of match 0 and close your match formula. And now you can close your index formula. So this is your answer column. It will, from an answer column, it will pick a particular value. Whichever row number you will give, it will display that particular value. That is a use of index formula. Now that particular row number we will get dynamically by using a match formula, right? So if you take an analogy of map, this becomes my map. This single column will become my map. And if you check the suggestion box of index formula, first argument is answer column, that is my map. Second argument is row number. So we are providing row number using a match formula. Let me press enter and it gives me a correct score. Let me change this name, some other name, Dhwani, and it is giving me a correct score for Dhwani, 85. Okay, so here I have mentioned certain advantage of index match, like it can look up towards the left side as we see in this example. And in a VLOOKUP formula, you need to select entire table. Assume that your table is 50 column length. Okay, now it is a large table and VLOOKUP needs to process all the data. So VLOOKUP is little bit slower when you are using with large data table. But index match only requires two column to get the answer. Though my table could be 50 column lengthy, I just require two column. One is this is my lookup column. This is my lookup column and this column is my answer column. So it only requires two column to get the answer. So index match is little bit faster. With this, there is another advantage. If you insert a new column in between your data with VLOOKUP, your answer will be wrong because VLOOKUP requires the column index number. So if your answer is at particular column, when you insert or delete a column, it will change the column number. With index match, that is not the case. So no need to change the formula when new column added or deleted in your row data. Still you will get a correct answer. Fine. So these are the advantage of index match. Now let's learn our original example which I explained at the beginning of the session. So here we have a data. So this will become my map, data map, this entire things, because from this data I want to search the value. So this data will become my data map. And let's first find out simply, forget about the different product. First, we will check for any single product, I will get the value for October month. Same thing, I am writing here first, let me write here index and let me write here match formula. Okay, this is for row. So I am picking up for a single column, so there is no need for the column value. Okay, as I am dealing with only single column. So let's say my match formula. First I will try to find out what is the position of October in this queue. So with a match formula, I will write match. Lookup value is this cell, October, and my lookup array is from January to bottom. And I will put comma. I will not forget the culprit of match 0, and it gives me that October is at 10th position. If I change that, I say that July is at the 7th position. Now let's learn the index formula. Is equal to index tab. Here my array is my answer column. Right now I'm looking for CD drive, only CD drive. So I will pick up as an answer column only the CD drive. Now remember that my column, as I start with the January, so it is syncing with the lookup column, right? I started with January, so I'm starting with this number at a 10th row. Now as an answer column, I can provide manually, let's say July. July is situated maybe at a 7th row. So I can provide it manually and I close my index formula. So 2714 is a correct number, but it is not dynamic thing. It is manually entered. So let me copy the match formula without equal sign and paste it in place of 7th number. See here, and I will get a correct answer. Whichever month I change, I get an answer for that particular CD drive. Now, my thing is, now I want to change the product also. I want to change number and product also. So, both the things will change. In another term, I will change the row also and I will change the column also. Okay. So, when I want to solve this kind of problem, I will pick up this entire thing as a data map, okay, and I will give a particular row number which is mentioned here, like September. September is here, and whatever product is selected, I will give a particular column number, and index formula will give the intersecting value. So let's learn that how we can do. I'm deleting both this formula at the moment. So this is for column, this is for row, and this is the index. So let me first try the match. Match is the same formula, is equal to match. This time I'm lookup value is this. I'm starting with January. I'm selecting up to last and I will not forget 0. Let's do the same thing for column. For column, I will write a match formula is equal to match, and my lookup value is this cell. I will look this here in this range. If it is flash drive, it needs to be fourth column. Okay, I'll not forget the last argument 0. So it is says that DVD drive is at third column. If I change it, flash drive is situated at the fourth column. If I change it, maybe disk drive is situated at the first column. Same thing with month. If I change the month, June is situated at a sixth row. Maybe August is situated at a eighth row. Now I will write an index formula. So let's say is equal to index. My data map is this. it needs to be synced with a lookup. Lookup you have start for month, you have start from a 10th row, and for column you started with a B column. Same thing you need to match also. Okay, so I started my data from 10th row and B column, and I goes upward. And at the moment I can manually type like 8th row. You can follow the suggestion box, 8th row and first column, because this drive is in first column. But as it is manually, right now it is giving correct answer, but it is manually entered. So instead of 8, I will put a formula for row. Instead of column, I will put a formula for column. So let me copy this match formula. In place of 8, I am writing entire match formula for row, and in place of column, I am mentioning entire match formula for the third argument of index, that is a column. Now understand this formula. Index formula, this is your map or data map. Okay, this is your row. It could be latitude, and this will provide the column number, maybe longitude. So this will give in this map, at this row, at this column, you will get a particular answer. Now let's change the value and see. Instead of August, let me put November. Instead of disk drive, let me put flash drive. So in November, flash drive answer is 3960, which I am getting correctly. So this way you can use index match formula to look up particular value in a two-dimensional array also. Thank you very much friend for watching this video. Please subscribe the channel and like the video to see the upcoming videos in future. Even I am conducting a Microsoft Excel training in a weekend batch for students or working employees, those who are not getting time. I am conducting a Excel training batch in weekend. So if you want to join my batches, you can contact me on a provided email address on the screen. Thank you very much.